All right, what's up, y'all? So today, super viral videos going around here from this young lady named Isis on her YouTube channel. The title of this video is "I Married a Monster." I have not seen this, although I have seen some clips circulating social media, TikTok, Instagram, little snippets of it. But here we are going to check it all out and see what exactly this story is all about how she married this alleged monster. Let's dive into it.
Hi, ladies. Hi, trophies.
Trophies.
Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you hear any noise in the background, that's the new baby. A lot has happened since the last time that I recorded. I think the last time you guys saw me, I was in my second trimester, and yeah, I think I did post an update in the community section when the baby was born, and I said that I would be back soon, and that was a few months ago now. I thought that when I came back on here that it would be...
They said not very articulate, a lot of so far. Let's count. Yeah, you know what though? I ain't gonna knock it, because here's the thing. There's sometimes when I do videos where I'll write a script out and so it flows better. And then there's sometimes where you tell a story where you just gotta sit in front, hit record, and just tell your story. And there's actually a few videos I've written down as far as like the concept for the videos that are gonna be much like this, because they're actual personal stories. And yeah, I could script it, but I think sometimes when you script a story, it takes away the raw feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not necessarily mad that she's on taking a while to get to the point here, right? But you know, she's going through her process. So let's see where this goes.
To maybe do like some kind of newborn favorites or meet my new baby or something like that, but unfortunately, it's been a little over a month since I had to end up leaving my husband.
Just had a baby and left? He had to have done something so wild for that to be the case, because it's already hard having a baby. You got postpartum, you know, all of that, and you left? I gotta hear what it is he did. Yeah, newborn, and she's alone. That's.
I honestly don't even really know where to start with this, just because it's just such a hard topic. And I honestly thought that by the time I got on here that I wouldn't have any tears left, because I've just cried so much.
Come on, you got it. Come on. You can do it.
It's like I built this channel and this whole brand around being this man's wife and trying to teach other women how to attract good men. And
wait a minute. Wait a minute, chat. Let's take a look here at what her channel's all about. Welcome to the new Trophy Wife, where I teach you how to become your own dream woman. Practice hypergamy. Dating tips, level up your image, and more. Practice hypergamy sticks out right here. This, you know, let's take a look at some of the bangers that she has on the channel, by the way. You got to put it into context here. All right. Let's see. The two sides of him, the big brain and the little brain. That might be interesting to watch. When it's time to walk away, wishing what I wish I knew before dating rich men. We need to we're starting to get a little more context in this whole story, right? You know, again, Bretts versus Barbie. How elegance can transform you from sugar baby to trophy wife. That's all I'm saying. I don't think I need to say anything more. The trail of crumbs are right all over her YouTube channel. But okay, baby, let's continue to hear what she has to say.
Provider men and all these different things. And I truly held my husband, or saw him as the bar for what every woman should, you know, type of man that, or type of husband that every woman should aspire to have. And I didn't realize that the person I married was actually going to be my biggest nightmare.
Okay, what did he do? It's clearly being dragged out here. Now, I'm trying to reserve more of my commentary until I hear exactly what it is he did. It may very well be that he's legitimately a scumbag. You know what I'm saying? If he put his hands on her, scumbag. We don't, boys, we all agree. We don't lay hands on a woman, right? We ain't doing that. We don't put ourselves in those positions to even remotely expose ourselves to that. So one is you just don't do that. Two, unfortunately, there are women that will antagonize a man to the point where he just loses it and puts his hands on her. And you don't want to put yourself in that situation. So we don't know exactly what it is, but short of that, I don't know what else. You know, let's continue.
So basically, when I first met my husband, as I've already talked about in another video, I think it was my single mom video, I explained, you know, a little bit about how we met. And I really thought that that man was my Prince Charming.
Reminds you of Lisa Koshy a little bit. Yeah, and the nose a little bit. Yeah.
When I first met my husband, I thought that he was my Prince Charming. I thought that he was my knight in shining armor, and, you know, he portrayed himself to be this amazing, upright, righteous Christian man. And I believed him. I think shortly after we got married, and this is something that I haven't talked about, I started noticing like certain things.
It's not a Disney story, no.
With him, and I just started to see a few things that I didn't like, but I honestly thought that some of these were things that I could get past.
Oh shit. Well, this guy's pretty dirty. You can see what it says there on the screen, right? Don't type it in chat. Please do not type the word out. Do not type the word out. Do not type the word out. It will get dinged. Please don't do it. Use the word grape with a G, okay? If you're gonna refer to something like that. Graped her 4 times in the first few months of our marriage. That's absolutely wild.
It's like sad to even say like I could get past some of these things. I don't even know where to start. 6 weeks ago, I was changing my daughter, my 4-year-old daughter. And
oh, she already had a kid.
I noticed that when I changed her, she was
Don't say no.
red and very sensitive.
Yo, what? Oh, hell no.
And immediately, my first thought was, did someone touch her? Oh, God.
I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking, like, you know, he might have cheated on her. Maybe he put a hand on her. I wasn't expecting this plot twist. I ain't gonna lie. You know, and I also, in my brain, when she, you know, she says the 4 times with the grapings and stuff, and you're newly married, I don't even understand what would drive a man to do that, right? Like think about it like this. Like if I just marry a woman, that's probably the most you're gonna be getting some, because y'all both are so excited. It's so new. It's you know what I mean? You're gonna be going at it like rabbits all the time. So I don't even understand how y'all know what I'm saying here? Like I'm really confused as to what in his mind would, you know, force himself on his wife. I don't, that's so weird for a guy to, you know, and of course these are allegations.
So
I think she thought that the husband might have raped the daughter, which is whoa, like let's not even go on that, man. That's unacceptable to, I mean, that's, bro, you got to hit that electric chair. Yeah, any person, man or woman that does that, you got to go to the chair.
I asked her, I said, baby, did somebody touch you? And she ended up saying it was daddy.
What the bro, what? At this point, I just want to know this woman has contacted authorities. You know what I'm saying? And if not, I don't want to say I get it, but I'm just really curious if she's already gone to the police on this. This is, you know, I can only imagine the predicament because it's like the father of her children, but then again, this the father also, you know what I mean? Wow. Now I know why this is going super viral. This is actually insane. I mean, either that's a traumatic experience to go through. I think the story goes deeper and more traumatic. It's definitely gonna be traumatic for sure.
I felt like my world ended on that day.
Carl said she shouldn't be sharing this at this stage or at all, really. You know, man, listen, I don't want to detract from this video, but I understand why you would share this. In fact, I have written down, you know, a lot of y'all may know that I was gone for 3 months. I went through something that was kind of like life or death, and I've decided that I am going to share that story because I think there's something that could be helpful to somebody else, and I think that's the driving motivator for that. When I do put that together, it's been taking me time to do it because you know it's got to hash up a lot of emotions and stuff like that. But I understand why she would sit there and share this. I think it raises a flag of awareness. I think this is a way for her to let go of that pain. I get it. I also hope that she's gone to the fucking authorities. Truly. You know what I mean? Like go there first and then she drops the video so that she has protection. You know, otherwise, I don't think this is good that she doesn't get some kind of protective order, and she gets sole custody of the kids for their protection, right? Like she 100% absolutely should have done that by now. I hope so.
My husband wasn't home at the time when she told me. but I knew he would be coming home soon, so all I could do was just say, don't tell him that you told me. And I just instantly started trying to think of how I could get my kids out of the house. Because I knew if I confronted him,
Yeah, you gotta go to police.
or asked him about it, that he would just lie. And that he would probably just continue to keep doing stuff to her, but just become more covert or more sneaky or whatever. As soon as my husband got home, he was actually picking up the boys from school, my 2 older boys from school. As soon as he got home, I told him that I was gonna go Halloween shopping with my sister because I just needed an excuse to get out of the house with all the kids. And I knew if I said something like, oh, I'm going to the grocery store, that it would be suspicious. Like, why am I bringing all the kids and like packing things, like things that we would need and things like that. So going Halloween shopping was the best thing I could think of to just hurry up and get the kids out of the house. I'm sorry, I had to get myself together. So when I got to the hospital, they basically told me that we had to go to another hospital because they didn't do physical exams, like that kind of physical exam there.
They probably had to run the grape test on the child, which is, man, that's insane, terrible, man.
So a police officer escorted the kids and I to another hospital where they were able to evaluate my daughters. It ended up coming out that he had actually been touching both of my daughters.
Damn, bro. Send him to the gulag, bro. Send him immediately to the gulag. Oh man. Bro, like if there's like a tier list of all the most egregious degenerate activities that any human can do, the number one thing on that list is anything against kids. That, like, anything that anybody ever does against kids, any kind of a neglect, abuse, etc., 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 you go to the gulag, bro. Immediately. Get hit him with the chair, turn the switch on. All right, barbecue, crispy. That is, oh man, insane.
Who are only 2 and 4 years old.
2 and 4, she said. Man, this is an awful experience. I just couldn't imagine. Oh, 100%. You know, when I Married the Monster, like I said earlier, I thought this was going to be like, oh, ha ha, he, you know, he didn't do, you know, he cheated. I thought it was really going to be a cheated on me story. I'm like, all right, let's hear this. You know, let's see what happened here. Again, I wasn't expecting this. This went hard left. This one on the dark hole, bro. You know what I mean? So.
It still feels like a dream. Like, when this first happened, I just kept waking up every day and just hoping that this was a dream. Because it's literally my worst nightmare. It's my worst nightmare. I myself am a product of RAPE. That's how I came to be. And was also, abused as a child by a neighbor's husband.
Wow.
And I specifically prayed to God that my children would never, ever, ever have to go through this. And I'm just not quite sure how this happened, why this happened. I just don't know how he was able to get away with it and so sneaky, because with my own trauma, I watch my kids like a hawk. Like, I don't like them sitting on people's laps. None of that. And he knows how much I cannot stand men like him. And to think like I couldn't even go to sleep in my own house and know that my children are safe.
At this point, I need to know if this woman has got the authorities. Well, she did say that she went to the hospital with a cop, but I hope she'll share whether or not there's more happening. Like, we need to know some kind of what's happening now.
Just by me going to sleep, my children were left unprotected.
Is he in jail?
So I don't know what the future of this channel is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to change the name or what. Yeah.
All right, well, that's the end of the video. Like I said, I was not expecting that plot twist whatsoever. She kind of left us on a cliffhanger here because where is this guy? Is he in cuffs right now? Is he in the jail? Bro needs to be locked up. He needs to have the Hannibal Lecter face thing wheeled in on the cart, strapped down all the way with all of that. He needs to be completely locked away. If this is all true, right? Obviously, these allegations and such, but this was insane. And again, if you look at what she does here on her channel, she basically like kind of like the Shira 7 style of content, right? Trying to, tell women how to receive princess treatment, how to look your best every day. Okay. So how to secure a provider man. It's all about the chase. Didn't turn out well for her in this situation. She went from a single mom to a spoiled housewife in less than a year. Oh, okay. The plot thickens. Just by looking at some of the videos on her channel, we're starting to get a better picture of like this whole scenario. She was a single mom, spoiled housewife in less than a year. I wonder how long she knew this guy for. Right? If she did what she did because of everything she's preaching about hypergamy, getting this wealthy man to provide a life for her, and if that was the leading kind of factors in her decision, and she didn't vet this guy thoroughly, you know what I'm saying? That might have been how she didn't catch on to maybe some of the things that he was on. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that could have been 100% like avoidable or anything, but at least from some of the titles here, you see single mom to a spoiled housewife in less than a year, and again, everything's about being a trophy wife, securing a man who's got a bag. You know what I mean? Uh, Again, none of that justifies anything that she's experienced here at all. But I think it tells a better picture of the story in this. You know what I'm saying? That's why you attract the wrong people into your life, seeking wealth instead of mental stability. Yeah, I mean, again, there's a lot of assumptions here. I don't think you can meet someone and marry them within a year. You're crazy. You need to know how they live. You need to spend time, even if you don't live together for a period of time. You should be over at each other's homes enough so that I can see how clean you are. Do you maintain cleanliness? Are you hygienic? How do you keep things in order in your place? You know what I mean? You have to learn those things before you dive into living with each other, because diving into a marriage and now you're under one roof, bro, it's a recipe for disaster. So all I'm saying is that this is a very interesting case study, perhaps, in terms of like what you value versus um, how you vet someone in everything. Might not be the best thing. You know what I mean? If she dated a guy that was an everyday blue collar worker guy that maybe didn't have as much of the money but treated her nicely, and wouldn't do any of this, would that have been a better situation for her? You know what I mean? But this, at the end of the day, this is pretty. This is unacceptable for one. Um, Again, I don't know if she's ever gonna do an update to this, but is he locked up? That man needs to be put behind bars. You know what I mean? And prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law if that was the case. 100%. 100%.